And now for the other side on this, as we mentioned, it really seems to be down the middle in terms of yes and no. Dimitris Petrakis, he's a small business owner in Greece. He'll be voting no in tomorrow's austerity referendum. We reached him via Skype at his home on the island of Crete. First off, you heard just a few moments ago the gentleman who is on the yes side. What are your thoughts on his arguments?
Well, first of all, good evening from Greece, from the other side of the planet, to the beautiful people of Canada. I'm shortly going to say my opinion. Well, the opinions, as you can see, vary to the two sides. What I'm going to say, personally, I believe there is a huge lot of propaganda in the media, inside and out of Greece, about what we're actually voting yes or no tomorrow for. There is a lot of propaganda about what yes means and what no means. Just like this before, he said that it means like yes or no to the Eurozone. This has nothing actually to do with the Eurozone. This is a referendum about the austerity measures, the further austerity measures that the European Union wants to give to the Greek people. To see that they want to abolish a CAS, for example, for the low pensioners and the people who earn something like 300 euros per month, while at the same time the European Union doesn't want to tax any companies that make more than 500,000 euros per year. So it's a little bit crazy. Greece cannot exit the euro. This is not something like a blackmailing from the Greek side, but if Greece exits to the euro itself, Spain would follow, Ireland would follow, Italy would follow, and that would mean that the euro would get devaluated and the dollar would get very expensive, with whatever that means for the American exports. So it's not really...
Do you think, though, that voters understand this then? If it's so complex, how can you vote simply yes or no if there's, you know, as you say, many layers to this?
Yes, there are many layers, but the main line is whether we accept the European Union telling us to continue following a program that has clearly failed 5 years now. With all of these austerity measures, the debt of Greece from 120% of its GDP, of its annual GDP, has raised to a staggering 108%. So do we want to follow even harder austerity measures? Let me give you just a tiny example from the many things that we're signing about tomorrow. We, the small business owners, would have to pay 100% of the tax for the next year. We have to prepay it the year before. We will close down our business. It's impossible. And they want to raise the taxes for the people who don't have any money from 26 to 9%. And it's not about us. It's about all of these millions of people in Greece who live below the line of poverty. There's old people in the streets looking for food in the garbage cans. You know, there's the unemployment has reached 27% in Greece, and for the young people up to 60% in Greece. A lot of people are immigrants and they go outside. So signing a yes, okay, the people say that signing a yes will give you a certainty for the future, while signing no will take you to uncertainty. Well, I prefer the uncertainty that gives me a small ray of hope. Rather than the certainty of austerity, the certainty that I will have to close down my business and move to Germany or another country in order to live and go on.
How does it give you a small ray of hope, though? Many saying that it will just sort of propel Greece even further into the depths of despair.
Perhaps. Nobody can know with certainty. That's the thing. Even back in the 40s, when our grandfather said a big no for the World War II to the Germans, they didn't expect that the next day would be easy. But we know that with a yes, there is definitely more and more austerity coming. Why does the European Union want to force more austerity to the Greek people? My personal humble belief is because the Greek people dared to elect a left government within 18 right governments, and they want to bring it down. Mr. Rajoy from Spain, he said it clearly. It's hopefully we will have a yes in the referendum, so that the government of Greece will follow, and then somebody else will follow to make negotiations with the way we want. So for me, it's very clear. Personally, no, I'm not trying to convince anybody, but what I would say is whoever votes tomorrow, they have to think why they vote a yes. Not because they got terrorized about the next day, but why? For the children and for the grandchildren. The future of Greece is depending on it, and already, very simply, these austerity measures have not worked so far.
Right.
So why continue with them? Let's try something else.
We are running out of time. I just want to know for you personally, if the yes side wins, how will it affect you?
Well, personally, I will close down my business. I think it's the most possible way. I'm already unable to pay for my personal insurance. 2 years now, I don't have that money. I'm not tax evading, I just can't pay my taxes and my insurance. So if it becomes even harder, there is no meaning for me to stay here anymore. I'm 34, I'm forced to live with my parents, I cannot move out of my house, I can't dream, I can't make any family or kids.
So
I have
you
to
would
move abroad.
move?
Yes,
Where
it's
would you
most
move?
possible that I would move if it continues with a yes.
Wow.
Of course, I don't want to be a magician with a crystal ball and say what is going to happen tomorrow, but that's the way I see it.
Okay, we really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us. And all eyes
Thank
will
you
be
very
watching
much as well.
tomorrow. Thanks so much, Dimitris.
All the best. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye.